welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome. So, I think earlier this month I made a video on comparing coming to Canada as as a permanent resident, yes, permanent resident route and compared to versus student route. And I got a lot of feedback from the video. In fact, the video actually went viral. I mean, it's my viral, it's my definition of viral. So and I think since then, I've got like another questions that says, "Oh, if you talked about it, what do you think about the latest gist?" I have my phone here, so that's how I'm looking down because information has to be verified. Every information has to be verified. So yes, I'm going to be reading out. Yes, there's this headline that says that IRCC announces tighter cap for student permits and changes to postgraduate work permits eligibility. So let me read what I have here. So I heard here that the Canada's immigration ministers, which is Mark Miller, did say that, and they actually wrote that the international student cap is here to stay, which is the Canadian government is looking at capping it, and I think they have their reasons to they're looking at reducing the numbers of international students and also how they will be eligible for, which is why are people coming to Canada to study, which is basically because number one, the country is actually very friendly and it has a clear path for people transiting from students to actually becoming a permanent resident and subsequently they become a citizen. But even before they even become a permanent resident, there's usually what we call the postgraduate work permit, which is give them opportunity to still back to work and all. So now that there's a release, let's read further. If you're wondering what is IRCC, IRCC is Immigration, Refugee, and Citizenship Canada. They issued that we issued just they're saying that now the number of visas that will be issued or student permit is going to be in 2025. It's going to be moving from 485,000 to 437,000. Wow, that means what are we expecting? We're expecting in 2025 there's going to be a lot of visa bounces, like rejection. I think I even checked somebody's, like I was going through like an Instagram this thing, and somebody wrote that there's a comment that I saw that says that some people that have been applying for student visa have been having lots of rejection. Well, maybe this is the reason. Okay, so yeah, according to Mila, I'm going to read what it said. It said the reality is that not everyone who wants to come to Canada will be able to, will be able to, just like not everyone who wants to take to Canada will be able to. Hey, this is a shocking statement. The man said, the minister had said it, like the immigration minister had said it, that not everybody that wants to come to Canada will be able to, and not everybody that wants to stay in Canada will be able to, which is like two legs. That is, it's not even just affecting people from outside, also going to be affecting people from inside as well. So, what are they saying? Like, let's even talk about that. So now I'm going to be like postgraduate work permits everybody's goal. And later on, I'm actually going to give you my own 2 cents to anybody that is looking at this. So I'm just trying to this year I think there was a lot of changes that actually came in. Number one change that came in is that before even people can actually apply for postgraduate colleges to postgraduate colleges, they need to obtain attestation letter from the province they are coming to, which was not like that the previous year. Another thing again that happened is that for even people that are coming to colleges, their spouses will not be able to work, which wasn't like that before. Yeah. So changes are happening. So now they're not coming to even the postgraduate work permit. There's another change again. And this is what happens now is that more changes have now been made to the requirement for the postgraduate work permit. And now they said everybody that will be applying for postgraduate work permit will need to demonstrate a Canadian language benchmark, which is CLB score of 7 for university graduates and CLB of 5 for college graduates, and it has who applied after November 1st. So that means that before you can take post PR, like before you can apply for your permanent resident, you need to take English proficiency test. But now it has been said that for you to apply for PGWP, PGWP, yeah, you need to actually take the test. And yeah, university, like you come in for masters or PhD, you might need to like have to have CLB 7 and yeah. And if you are coming for what do I call it? You are actually you are inside, you are studying college, like in college, you might have to have CLB 5. But really, I was looking at it like, okay, why do they have to ask people to do this when they know that everybody coming here is actually speaking English? But it's their choice. It's what the minister is what the country wants. Let me just put it that way. Okay, so another thing again is that this is not just that one aside. There's also going to be more limits for spousal open work permits. Now, for colleges that is spousal work permit, no day again. Now, there is now like latest gist, which is IRCC is also limiting work permit eligibility, later to this year. Now, let me hear what I have here. Spouses of master's degree students whose program is at least 16 months in duration. Yeah, they said they are limiting it. Yes, now they're limiting it to before. If your spouse is coming for 1 year, you are good. But now they are saying that your program has to be at least 16 months, which is like, so that's like literally you need to look into taking 2 years work program before your spouse can be eligible to work. And what is the consequence of this? They said that it's expected to result, excuse me, into 50,000, like it's going to cut down the work permit to 50,000. I mean, this is not a good news. Nobody can say that. But yeah, let's just continue. It's not a good news. Nobody likes it really. Now, I think that's okay. So I'm also thinking if there's any news that I feel like, yeah, like nobody know why this is actually happening, but we definitely know that very soon there's going to be like a clear cut on the clear map of why this is happening and what people need to do. I know a lot of things are a bit agitated now in Canada because look at it, schooling here is not so cheap. It's not cheap. Let's not even lie. Schooling here is not cheap, and now people that are actually coming for colleges because of the change in policy, they've been forced to go and take second courses, which is like they have to enroll for second course, which also is not everybody's happy with it, but it's just like what somebody said that like somebody that I actually like I had him say something about this whole situation is he was advising the student that says eye on the mark, and it is very important that you don't, even though there are challenges, like you have to put your eye on the mark. Yes, you need to stay attentive, you need to stay informative, you need to make it while the sun shines, which is basically like you have to plug yourself to the right information so that at the end of the day, now look at the statement that have been made. He said not everybody that wants to come to Canada will be able to, which obviously that means it's not even going to be about students alone. It can even affect people that are even still in the express entry route in such a way that the CRS score is going to be higher. So make it right the sun shines. Like do whatever you want to do right now because tomorrow might be too late. That's what you're saying. That is what is happening. Like tomorrow might be too late. So make it while the sun shines. Also, people that are inside, you want to relax. Don't worry. I usually say that if God has brought you here, will definitely find a way around it. Yeah, do what you have to do. Take the test if you have to take the test. If you want to enroll for a second course, quickly enroll for a second course. Also, I think I hear that okay, you have to also make sure that the courses you are enrolled to, you have to be a course in demand. Yes, which is what is important. Like, what are the courses in demand? I think courses are demand. I'm trying to look at it here if I have any information on such a. But I think I also override that it has to be courses in demand. And what are the courses in demand? Like you can see health tech, health tech. I think health tech, STEM. I think you want to also make sure that you're not making that wrong. This is what the country wants. Yeah, Canada is super friendly, like open us to everybody to come. And the beauty is just that this is not, if they are trying to readjust their policies, we just want to also readjust. I know adaptability, change is constant. So what am I going to say because of this video is that please stay informed. If you're actually a student in the system, please stay informed. Know what is happening. You don't want to, after spending that lot of money, you don't want to go back home. It's not just, I'm not saying that you're staying here because of the money. Both of them, I'm sure it's an investment, So just stay informed and do whatever has to be done obey by the rules, and God being on your side, everything at the end of the day is going to be to your favor. And please stay strong. Don't let anything weigh you down. Yeah, this one too shall pass. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. See you guys.